Good morning, dear students. Today I would like to throw light on the topic that's nature of democracy in Bangladesh. Before going to ahead on the journey of democracy in Bangladesh, I would like to make you understand about the existence of Bangladesh, how Bangladesh came into existence. Bangladesh as an independent state was born in 1971. Prior to Indian independence, present Bangladesh was a part of British Indian Province of Bengal. When Pakistan was created by the British in 1947 on the basis of religion, Muslim majority East Bengal became part of Pakistan. The two wings of Pakistan were separated by about 1200 miles of Indian territory, and immediately after the creation of the Pakistan was divided into two, West Pakistan and East Pakistan. And West Pakistan, after the independence, imposed the Urdu as an official language, and the East Pakistan resisted against the imposition of the Urdu as an official language because their language was Bangla. So they organized the strikes, and their leader was Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And also the students came into streets to for the agitation, for strike, for demonstrations. And in 21st Feb 1952, the students organized the first strike against this imposition of Urdu as an official language. And police fired over the students and killed some of them. Therefore, 21st of Feb was celebrated as the Bhasa Divasa, means language day. And this struggle remained till 71, as the people were organized by the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and formed his movement known as Muslim League, Awami League. The elections were held in 1971 in Pakistan, and the majority of the seats were won by the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's party, that is known as the Awami League, and went to West Pakistan to get sworn in. But instead of sworn in as Prime Minister, he was put behind the bars. When this news reached to East Pakistan, the people came to streets, they organized demonstrations, strikes, and the police, they tried to crash them. It followed the civil war when the Pakistani police could not succeed to control law and order. The Pakistan, under the leadership of the Yahya Khan, who was the army general, sent his troopers into East Pakistan, but they were trapped there because of the Indian intervention. The India has sent their troopers already to Bangladesh, and Bangladesh was surrounded by three sides. And when West Pakistani troopers, they reached Bangladesh, and they were trapped and were forced to surrender. 90,000 soldiers, they surrendered before the Indian army and were transported to India. And on the other hand, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, he became the Prime Minister of West Pakistan and concluded an agreement with India in 1972. This agreement is known as the Shimla Agreement, and it was decided in Shimla Agreement that whatsoever the issues are between India and Pakistan, we will resolve them peacefully through dialogue. And the Indian government, they gave the suggestion to Pakistan, not only the suggestion but also they they forced them to accept Bangladesh as an independent nation. Only then we will hand over your 90,000 troopers. And in this way, Bangladesh was accepted as the separate nation. And the Yahya Khan, he resigned in the same year 1971. When Sheikh Mujibur Rahman he was released from the jail in 1972, he went to Bangladesh through Delhi, and the elections were held there. He became the prime minister, and in 1975 he replaced the parliamentary system to presidential system on the basis of one party system. But in the same year 1975 he was assassinated in November 1975. The Sheikh Mujibur Rahman he was assassinated along with his family members except one, that is his daughter, who was not in Dhaka. And this military coup took place under the leadership of this Ziaur Rahman, or in other words, we may say the Ziaur Rahman he overthrew the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Ziaur Rahman formed the party known as Bangladesh National Party. And in 1978, the first Director General elections were held for the president, and Ziaur Rahman became the president. And in 1979, the parliamentary elections were held in which the Ziaur Rahman's party, BNP, got 207 seats out of 300 and formed the government. But Ziaur Rahman could not last for long. He was also assassinated in 1981, and Abdus Sattar became the acting president. But Abdus Sattar could also not last for long because of the second military coup in Bangladesh, when General Irshad, in a bloodless military coup, replaced the Abdus Sattar and suspended the constitution. Asuddin Chaudhry was set as the civilian president by General Irshad. And the demands of the democracy they were raised. In 1983, General Irshad became the president and faced the demand of the democracy by the moment of restoration of democracy by all parties. The all parties they make a movement unanimously. They demanded the restoration of democracy and an end of the martial law. But this martial law ended in 1986. Till 1986, the General Irshad was the president from 83. Okay, and in 1986, General Irshad was re-elected as president. Finally, In 1990, General Irshad he resigned and was arrested and remained in jail for several years. And on his place, the Shahabuddin became the acting president. Okay, this was the era of the military rule in Bangladesh, and after the 91, the democracy was restored in Bangladesh, as it is evident from the turbulent democracy in Bangladesh. Though there was political instability, the government could not completed the terms of the elections. Political rivalry was there, political instability was there, as in 1991 general elections were held and Khalida Zia, who was the daughter of the Ziaur Rahman, who led the Bangladesh National Party. In 1991 elections, she got her party got 104 seats out of 300 and formed the government and remained in office till 1996. She spent 5 years in the office, and in general elections held in 1996, the Sheikh Hussaina Wajid, the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, she formed the government by getting 146 seats out of 300 and hold the office till 2001. And in 2001, Khalida led four-party alliance, won 193 seats out of 300, and once again Khalida Zia won the second term and became the prime minister in 2001. Now let's see, she remained in office till 5 years, and from 2006 to 2008, due to political instability, there was caretaker government, and the head of this caretaker government was Fakhruddin Ahmad. And in 2008, the general elections were held, and Sheikh Hussain Wajid once again became the prime minister. Means in second term, or in the second time, she became the prime minister and remained in office till 2018. When elections were held in 2018, Sheikh Hussain Wajid she formed the government and became the prime minister for a record fourth term in 11th general elections, and she is still the prime minister of Bangladesh. In this way, the democracy was established in Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is now a democratic country. Unless though there were the military rules, military coups, and Bangladesh remained under the military rule for the decades, more than one decade, like the Pakistan. But the Bangladesh, it succeeded to establish the democracy, and the democracy it flourished in Bangladesh nowadays. It is all about the democracy in Bangladesh. Inshallah we will meet you in the next video. तब तक के लिए इजाज़त दीजिए. खुदा हाफिज़.